All right, my friends, we are going to do a little 12 mile, I think, 12 mile out, 12 mile back thing. We're at Dornan's Landing in lovely Tetons. And gonna do this little ride. We're at Dornan's Landing, which is basically got a convenience store, place for breakfast, a teepee, bike rentals, art shop, and a fly shop. So for all your teepee and breakfast needs, you just park here and then you can go get some gas afterwards. But we're gonna give it a swirl out here on the trail. Brought the gravel bike with me today, and I think it's gonna be a good day. We'll find out soon. On your left.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. Enjoy.
Thanks, you too.
On your left. Yep. So apparently we have to pay a fee ahead, which is so there is the pay fee here station. Yeah. Let's see what we can do here. Okay. You only get 4 tries. Then I'm going to do something else. That's the entrance fee. Entrance part. Going back. If I had known their machine wouldn't have worked, I would have went and done this earlier. But, hi. Okay, so that wasn't too bad. Being 61, my pass could be the senior pass if I was 62. So, and we have an access pass to get to all these, but Jen has that at the camper right now. So, trying to be legal beagle and going back out. Like I said, if I'd have known that station hadn't worked, I would definitely have done something different there. By different, I mean stopped before I left. But quite frankly, I didn't know that you'd have to pay a fee off the bike trail. So anyway, back to it. Here we go. I'm gonna blow by the whatever it is, because I just paid, and still got that fresh money leaving my wallet thing. So anyway, we'll talk to you later. Like I said, and if I didn't, it should be about 11 miles up. I think All Trails told me there was like 500 feet of gain, which isn't too bad. Elevation, of course, I think we're at least 7,700. So anyway, I'm gonna shut up and let's take in the view. Morning. You too. Not bad for a bike trail. is what I got. And it says that we're supposed to walk our bikes here. Beyond that point, the Jenny Lake campground is closed for construction. You can see that right down there. And basically made it. Can't believe it. Freaking made it. Oh. Well, blind squirrel gets a nut, right? Right, so here we are at the trailhead on the other end, 9 miles away from where it started. So basically, in a nutshell, we started down here, and then now we are up here. There is another way that you can sneak around on that trail and get around Jenny Lake, but there are some construction, so it's a little harder to do than normal. However, bicyclists do have the right of way when it comes to you know, doing this on that little sneak around route. There's actually a bike lane you can go north on, and it's protected, so to speak, with yellow paint and some cones, so I'm sure that's good. But anyway, if you wanted to go to Jenny Lake, which is totally possible, you could do that. However, I'm going to end the ride here, and that's what we're kind of looking at here at the trailhead. There's restrooms here. You can refill your water bottles, bike parking. That's kind of where the trail ends, as I said earlier. And basically from here on out, I'm gonna have some highlights on the way back, and hopefully make a little video, and I will talk to you after I get back to the parking lot at Dornan's landing, so to speak. Landing? Maybe not. Just found this out when I was riding up here. So this pathway honors a fallen rider, which actually makes it a little bit more special if there's even a way you could do that. Such a spectacular area, such a spectacular deal, and thanks to the friends and relatives of this 13-year-old that made this trail possible. I wanted to add some footage here. Now this is the view coming back. So the first part of this video was riding basically in a northerly direction, and now we are headed south. So everywhere you look, spectacular views. About 10 miles going north. And then of course, if you look over here, same old view, same old mountains. This trail going south, and then, you know, off to the side you've got the highway. Highway noise isn't really bad. Every once in a while there's a loud truck goes by, but these little flowers along this path, just awesome. And it's a memorial path, as I said. I just learned that actually. And yeah, we're going down to that moose, 6.8. See if we see a moose. I'll let you know. Anyway, here we go. Okay, we're coming into the end of the ride. According to this, it's going to be just a little over 17. So I don't know if that detour took off some miles or not. I always hear that the world's getting smaller, so maybe that has something to do with it. But enjoyable for myself, and man, there was some good trail use out there. People paying attention, which is always nice. So talk to you here in a minute. All right, my friends, that is it for the ride. As I said earlier, wow, what a great day. Just a little bit about 18 miles, a little under 18 miles, and it's right along the Grand Tetons, great view. Highly recommend it for anybody. And as I always say, get out there, take care of your dash, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks.